गणपति बापा मोरिया। या कुंदेन्दु तुषार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्मच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती सरस्वती।
Om Shanti. Happy Ekadasi to you all as well. Today's theme, as you must have read, that theme of Samay Ki Pukar. It is a long subject, I do know that. And to me, a heart that offers a prayer to the divine every moment of the day needs no special time of the day to bow down at the altar. The path of love and surrender is the most expensive deal of life, where a lover offers everything he has, including his own self, to be beloved. Samapan is an album in which Guru Maji colors the hearts of seekers with this very color of love and surrender. And to explain all this, we've got Didi, Jyoti Didi, to talk about it. All yours, Jyoti Didi.
Thank you. Om Shanti, everybody.
Om Shanti.
So I have to give the talk in English, I understand?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, thank you. Sorry. Okay, so first of all, Om Shanti, as we all know, means I, the soul, residing here between the eyes, in the forehead, at the back of the head, am peace. So when we remind ourselves, Om Shanti, I, the soul, am peace, and then we are actually searching for peace, then there are contradictions, no? If I am peace, why am I searching for peace? Because I have disturbed my peace. I let that happen. And that's why now I'm searching here and there and everywhere for peace. I want peace. I want peace. Right now, everybody in the world wants peace, right? So today's theme is Samay Ki Pukar, call of the time. So first of all, before we move ahead, we need to know what is the time? What is this time? So I'm asking you, can anybody tell me what is the time right now? What is the time we are living in?
Combination of Kali Yuga and Satyug. Just the starting of.
Yes, so it's called the confluence age or the transitional. Sorry, I can't hear you properly, sister.
She's frozen.
She's frozen, yeah. You are frozen, sister. Shall I continue until then? Okay, until sister can come back, I'll continue. So this is called the transitional period.
That's it.
Transitional period is the middle time of the two period, one that we are in and the other one that is now coming. Sorry, sister, you were frozen. What were you trying to say? Panna Ben?
No, Pragna Didi was cutting off in the beginning what she was saying, so I missed that. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, as sister said, this is the confluence age. We call it the confluence age, or you can also say that it is a transitional period. So it's the between period that joins the two time of the cycle together. So we all know that we are in what time of the cycle are we in right now? Kali Yuga, right?
Kali
We
Yuga.
all know, everybody knows. Whether they understand the depthness of it is a different material, but different matter. But we all know this is Kali Yuga, this is Kali Yuga, right? So if this is Kali Yuga, what is the next time of the cycle that is now going to come?
Satyug.
Satyug, very good. So we do all know, we all are aware, right? So this is the confluence age between the end time of the Kali Yuga period and the beginning time of the Satyug. But Satyug has not yet started. We are still in the end period of Kali Yuga. But for many of us, Kali Yuga can stop. We can say, I am now out of Kali Yuga. I am now going towards Satyug. Even being in the world that it is now, we can do that. Okay. So first of all, let's concentrate on how did the Kali Yuga come about? What happened? What happened that this is the cycle of the time now? And in Kali Yuga, what happens? Everybody happy? No.
Nobody is happy
No.
with whatever they have got.
Right. So we all
Content.
know, sorry. So we all know that this is the time of deep sorrow, problems, trouble, sorrow, grief, yeah, unhappiness, sufferings. We are very lucky and blessed that we are safe here. Outside in the world, for many years, people are not safe. They are suffering, including children and women. I mean, you know, so we are really, really blessed. So that is one of the reasons why we should be happy. One great reason. You know, we count little things, but when we look at the whole world, the bigger picture, globally, we are so blessed, we are so lucky, we are so happy, we are so protected, right? We get off the house, but we are not worried. Will I be able to come back? People are living in fear each second. We are not fearful that way. We are very happy. We are so content. We are not worrying that if I go, what's going to happen? Will I be able to come back? We know, yes, I will come back. We take it for granted, right? Until something happens, which is going to happen. It's destiny. So what brought the Kali Yuga about? The world is the same. The globe is the same. The lifestyle is taking place as it should be. Everything is appropriate. What happened was that from Satyuga to Kali Yuga, to reach to this stage, what changed? What brought it about? Something happened to make it from Satyuga to Kali Yuga, not just the time space. As time goes, the Yuga changes, yeah? But it's not just the time factor. Something else has happened. And what has happened, and that is the now exact thing that we have to change. How is Satyuga going to come? Is it going to come by magic? Is God going to forcefully bring Satyug? Something will happen. Satyug is here.
No.
No, we realize that something happened for Satyuga to come now into Kali Yuga. Now something has to happen again from Kali Yuga to change into Satyuga. Barabar? ठीक है? अच्छा. So what is that change? So something negative must have happened now, because right now we are all living in deep negativity, right? Everybody. No one is spared. something or the other negativity, different negativity traits in every individual differently, in different proportions, different degrees. So what is it that changed, and now what is it that has to change to bring Satyug? So now we have ascertained, right? Ascertained. You all know that we have to do something to bring the Satyug back. That yug, that time of the cycle, it's not going to come automatically. And God is not responsible to bring it. He can guide us. He's here to guide us. He's actually here to guide us, to show us the way. And he's helping us, right? I will talk about that later, but the actual effort has to be done by us. And now the fact that has changed and that has now got to change again is the negativity in each of the souls. Before, the soul was very pure, positive, didn't even know they were, what's the word? They did not know the word negativity, sorrow, grief, pain. They were totally unknown to these things. But as time went by, the soul's power depleted and the soul started taking negativities. And now we think, oh, but it's obvious. Obviously, this is going to happen. Obviously, I'm going to think like that. Obviously, I'm going to feel the pain. Obviously, I'm going to get hurt. It is all obvious. We think now it's all obvious, automatic, understood, accepted, taken for granted. But no, it is not. Right? Slowly by slowly, we acquired those habits, we acquired those characteristics and made it our sanskars. And then brought it up in the new birth with it, because when the soul leaves the body, as we say, when somebody dies, the soul leaves the body is destroyed, the soul is immortal, the soul is forever, doesn't get destroyed, burnt, damaged, cut or anything. Nobody can destroy the soul. It is immortal. And by birth, the soul just takes up a new body, new relations, right? This is the cycle, reincarnation, right? So this is now clear. It is not obvious. It should not be taken for granted. And this is what we have to change. We have to change the negativity in our mind. And mind is part of the soul. Mind and intellect is part of the soul, organs. When the soul goes, when somebody dies, leaves the body, the soul takes the mind, intellect, and the sanskar has accumulated with it. So we have to change our thoughts. We have to change our mind, because it is the job of the mind to create thoughts. Now we think our thoughts are very natural. Obviously, they are going to come and go. I have no power over it. Very true. Nobody can ever be thoughtless. Nobody. Even when somebody is meditating, the meditation of the mind, they are not thoughtless. Thoughts keep on coming. We have no power over it. That is the mind's job, to keep on thinking. But our duty is to give the mind, the soul's duty is to give the mind good thoughts. Create good, benevolent, happy, positive thoughts, first for myself and then for others. But you think, really, it's quietly, if we sit for a second, we need to check the quality of our thoughts. What sort of thoughts am I getting? Not creating even, because it has become a habit now. My own mind will give me the sort of thoughts that has become my sanskars. According to everybody's sanskars and accumulation, everybody is going to have those thoughts. But now we have to consciously change negative habits, change our thoughts. Yes, we have the power to change our thoughts. And until we change our own thoughts first, until we bring about that transformation in this transitional period for ourselves first and not look at anybody else, Because the moment we start looking at somebody else, we have no space to look at myself, to study myself. What is my mind thinking? What sort of thoughts are coming? And then what sort of thoughts and what sort of impression it is making on me and me, the soul? What sort of sanskars am I building and continuing? We don't realize, these are all subtle, minute things. So first of all, awareness. We have become aware. Everything starts with the thought. We have become aware, mind, intellect, and sanskars, all the personality traits we have built up for all these births, not just this birth, is my sanskar. It comes with the soul. It is already with the soul. You cannot separate mind, intellect, and sanskars, the impressions of our thoughts, words, and actions. You cannot separate that from the soul. The soul carries it together everywhere, every new birth, through the whole cycle, right? We have become now aware. Now the real job has to start, right? All this time we have been aware. We speak about it. We talk about it. We are very knowledgeable. Nobody right now is hearing anything new. But now the time has come. Now the time has really come for transformation. Why? Because we know that each and every soul is in grief. And how can we change it? God cannot change it. No matter how much bhakti we do, it's not going to change by itself. And we cannot blame God for it. That you are not helping me. I'm doing so much worshipping. With true mind, true heart, I'm praising you every day. Doing your puja every day. I'm doing so many vrat every day, every week, constantly for so many years. Nothing is changing in my life. God, what are you doing? You are not helping me. And what we do? What do? We go away from God saying, I'm not going to now remember you or do anything because you are not helping me. But what does God say? That I made you very pure. I came down on earth during the transitional period and I gave you all the guidance and I showed you all the paths. But you did not make the effort of the transformation. You have to make the effort because it is you, your mind, your thoughts, your words and your actions that has put you in this position today. It's not me. So you have to now make the transformation. I am giving you the guidance. I give you the help, but the job is yours. You have to do it. So the moment we realize and understand this, that is when the transformation will start. And it starts with me, not with somebody else. The finger doesn't go there. The finger goes here. It is my job, my responsibility, my commitment to change myself, to change my mind, to change the thought pattern, bring it back to the original values, virtues, and the original quality of thoughts, which made Satyug in the first place. I am only responsible for my sorrow, my grief, nobody else. We may say, well, he talked to me like this, obviously I'm going to get hurt. To be very honest, there is nothing obvious about anything. Every action has a repercussion. We cannot blame anybody because I have the choice. This is the realization. Second, I have the choice to decide. But first, that awareness should be that, oh, I have the choice. I have the power. It is not automatic. It is not obvious. He said something negative to me. Obviously, I'm going to get hurt. Obviously, I'm going to take revenge. Obviously, he has to pay. So what did we do in the meantime? We changed our stage of purity. Purity is not just celibacy. Abstinence from physical relationship. In fact, even more important, purity starts with the purity of the mind. And that is what is the job of the mind? To create thoughts. Another thing is we create thoughts, and then it became a habit, and then it became a negative habit, then it became our personality, and now it is so strong. We have started thinking everything is obvious, everything is taken for granted. I have no power, no control. Obviously this is happening, let it happen. It's not my fault, it's your fault, it's their fault. He shouldn't have spoken to me like that, he shouldn't have done this, he shouldn't have done that. No, that means you have given the power to somebody else. You are no longer in power. You are dependent, suppressed, dominated, ruled by. No, 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 no. It was not meant to be like that. When God brought us down on earth the very first time, he made us pure. We did all the hard work, but he gave the guidance. He made us pure. And he gave us the power of sovereignty. Sovereignty over myself. I am the king of myself. I is the soul. Who is I? I is the soul, not the mind. Mind is an organ. The organ waits for instructions. Whatever instructions the soul gives the mind obeys. Trust me, the mind obeys. Right now, the mind is haywire, totally out of the control, because we have lost the awareness that I am a soul. In the first place, I've lost my identity. We think I'm a body, I'm Jyoti, I'm rich, I'm poor, I'm thick, I'm fat, I'm beautiful, I'm well studied, or I'm totally illiterate. All the negative things too. And all the good things where it has become ego, ego. Self-respect. God gave us self-respect. And that is not that somebody insults you, so you have lost your respect. No, no, no. Self-respect is very important. We need to go back to having self-respect. It has nothing to do with how others treat us. Nothing to do with whether somebody insults you or treats you with respect, or maybe does your mahima. All the time, glory. Everybody does glory of Jyoti Ben, wah, wah. So I feel very respected. No. Self-respect is not that. True self-respect is in my hands and nothing can touch it. Only if I let it. The power is in my hands, but we've lost the power. By janma, by day, we lost our own power, gave the power to everybody in the world. Anybody can say anything, do anything, I will get hurt and poof, down below. Yeah, I allowed them to do that to me. So now the awareness is, I am a self-sovereign. I am a soul. I am the master of my mind. I am the creator of my thoughts. The thoughts don't just come. Now it is in the habit of coming, and negativity is more than positivity. But it is now became a sanskar and a habit. We have to now change it. We have to change our own habits, our own sanskars, our own thinking, galat, wrong thinking. Everything is automatic. Obviously, everything is obvious. I'm going to feel like this. Love yourself first. Don't let anything affect my stability, my peace of mind, my self-respect, and my happiness and my peace. I love myself first. I look after myself first. I take care of myself first. We all know, and we will all agree if we are true to ourselves, that all day we are running around doing everything, but we don't take care of ourselves. And by that, I don't mean physically. Physically also, sometimes we don't take care of ourselves. Always our time is going in our duty towards others, which is very praiseworthy. But if you don't look after yourself, you cannot look after anybody else. And that's what's happening. We are not looking after self. We think we are taking care of others, but we are not. We are not really taking care of anybody. First, we have to love ourselves enough to look after ourselves. And I am a soul. I need to look after myself, the soul. How do you look after yourself? God gave us the guidance. We became self-sovereign. I became the master of myself. I am the master. I am the king. We are all kings. We are all rulers. But what happened? The awareness went away. That knowledge went away. And we gave our Rajya, our kingdom, to everybody else to come and disturb us in any way they wish. But we let them, no? Socho, in physical world, when there is a war, if we don't take any protection physically, right? Then obviously they are going to hurt us and even murder us, kill us, end of us, right? Physically, in that dimension, physical dimension. What do we do if somebody declares a war against us? Even if we don't want to create it, they are going to come. So we try and get ready, no, physically, get people, get army ready, get them strong, train them, we train ourselves. And there needs to be a master to guide the army. So soul-wise, spiritually, what do we do to look ourselves? No, we are vulnerable. We have left ourselves open. So now is the time to become aware of our true identity. I am a soul, nothing else. Everything is left behind. When somebody passes away, dies, right, and moves on, do they take anything with them? The degree, the beauty, the money, the family, the friends, do they take anything with them? No. Physically, materially, nothing is going. What goes with the soul? The mind, the intellect, and the impressions. And the impressions we have made, we have built. We have made that impression on the soul, the sanskar, by our negative thoughts, by not having sovereignty. First of all, we have lost our sovereignty. We have lost our kingdom. I am no longer a master of myself. I've given the master, the sovereignty, the ruling power to everybody else. And I have let them affect me in any way. So sovereignty means I take care of the spirit, the soul, and get into the right form of thinking that I am the power of myself. I am the ruler of myself. The king, we are all kings. We are all kings of ourselves, of the soul. And it is in my power to keep my original values, my original virtues, and again rebuild the negative sanskars, impressions into new ones, a Satyugi sanskar. So it is up to me to bring the Satyug. It is up to me to end the Kalyugi life. Even being in the Kalyug, I can still bring Satyug for myself. And if everybody stops the Kalyugi sanskar, each and every one of us, taking responsibility for myself, commitment to myself, not about others, not minding others' business, not looking at others' weaknesses, personality traits, sanskars, not even thinking about it, let alone speaking about it. So first and foremost, awareness. Second, we need the power to change. All the souls are depleted of the power, right? We feel very weak. We have to be honest to ourselves. We do feel weak. We don't have that energy left in us. It's all depleted. And what has depleted the energy? The soul is very powerful. The soul originally is a positive, pure, powerful energy. That is a soul, a point of light, just the top. And that is why we do the Chanlo here, to remind ourselves every day, I am this, a point of light, I am a soul. But later on, it became an example of being married. You do a Chanlo, the spot here, means you are married. But now even the Kumaris are doing it. How do you know whether she's married or not? It's become fashion. In the same way, everything has now transformed, lost their original values, meanings, and now we are all living in Brahma, meaning wrong belief system. We brought it up. We have to change it. God is only there to guide us and help us. God is only there to give us that Shakti, that power. Yes. So awareness, taking the control, the kingdom, the rule of myself, becoming the king of myself, not of anybody else. My duty is only towards myself. Who am I to judge anybody? Because I myself have come down. I myself brought Kali Yuga for myself. How can I judge anybody when I myself did that? I myself lost my sovereignty and my kingdom. Right? I have no right to judge anybody. No right to think about anybody. Definitely no right to gossip about anybody. And gossiping, talking negative things, looking into their negative things, having that vision of looking for stones and not pearls. Pearls means virtues. Stones means the negative traits, negative sanskar. We are so busy all the time. The moment we pick up the phone, the moment we have another person's company, the very first thing we do is what? Look at others, judge others, criticize others, pass comments, gossip. That's all we do. And when we don't do that, we are very boring. Today, Jyotiben is very boring. Not at all a good company. Maja nahi aati. No good. Avoid her. Why? Why? Because anybody who's trying to maintain their originality, anybody who's really struggling to be good and virtuous and not hurt anybody, not give sorrow to anybody, though they may be receiving it because this is Kali Yuga. But they have decided, I will not do it to anybody else. Chahe whatever anybody does to me, I will not return the stone back to them. Even if they throw stones at me. They are boring now. Nobody wants to keep their company. Because gossiping is very interesting, very entertaining, no? When we watch TV, what do we watch? Honestly, we watch all the series, all the programs where there is all these family matters, gossiping, negative. It's entertainment. No. We accept, no? So when we accept, then we know that this is right. Then why don't we go into the righteousness? Why do we continue hurting ourselves? Because every time we stop thinking of ourselves, our virtues, our transformation, our becoming a good human being while in the body, all we are doing is accumulating more and more negative traits because our thoughts are very negative to myself first and then to also others. I'm hurting myself. I'm not really loving myself. I really don't love myself. And we really don't love anybody else, to be very honest, because we are hurting them. We are negative. If they throw a stone to us, we will always throw 2 stones to them. And we think we are very smart. I will not forget this ever in my lifetime. I will not forget what you told me, what you did to me. I will make sure I remember. And I will take revenge. Till then, I will not rest. We are familiar with these sort of things, but in different degrees, right? That has to change. I have to remember who I am. I am a soul. That's my identity. All these things are materialistic things. They are going to remain here. When I take a new birth, I am going to take the goodness of the soul with me or the bad, negative traits. And then we will harass the parents that we take birth into. Keep on crying, keep on being disturbed. Why? Because we have carried forward our negative sanskars. And the moment the soul enters the mother's womb, so many pregnancies are full of pain. We know that the mother gets so tired. When will the 9-month come and I'll get released from this? So many pregnancies are bliss. You'll see the woman flourishing, beautiful, hormones are so positive, gives birth to the child and gets so much love. What doesn't make anybody like that? We have made our sanskars like that, and that's why we create sorrow for others, or we bring happiness into others. So we have, the time has come. The call of the time is here, because we do not want any more sorrow. Kali Yuga has gone really deep. Now we have approached, not actually approaching, have approached the end of the Kali Yuga. And until and unless we do not bring about the transformation, until and unless we do not bring our self-sovereignty, the kingdom, the ruling power over who? Everybody else? No. My ruling power for myself. My ruling power over my mind, my intellect, and my sanskars. If each and every soul becomes aware of the soul consciousness, I am a soul, full stop, nothing else. Then all these are material things. When we take the body, yes. So be happy, be fortunate, feel fortunate for whatever goodness, for whatever advantages we have. But we are not them. Don't lose your identity into this materialistic world. Maintain the identity and then bring back the original qualities of the soul, which are peace, purity, purity of thoughts. First of all, when there is purity of thoughts, positiveness of thoughts, everything else changes in our life. That is the seed of transformation. I am a soul. I am in my original qualities. Remember your original qualities every single day, as many times as you can. Repeat, repeat, repeat. I am. Even if you are not, even if you are a person with a lot of anger in you, repeat every day to yourself, the soul. I am a peaceful soul. I am a peaceful soul. That is the power of attraction. You will attract that in yourself. And eventually you won't even realize when your anger has reduced. People will notice. They will tell you something has changed in you. You don't get that angry as before. I've noticed that. Eventually rub it out totally by conscious effort. You know, every time anger is building in you, remind yourself, who am I? I'm a soul. I'm a virtuous soul. I'm a peaceful soul. I'm not doing fairness to myself if I create anger. I created anger. I have created all the negative thoughts. Now I have to uncreate the negative things and instilling the positive things by visualizing, by repeating to ourselves. That is called meditation. First stage of meditation, to remind myself who I am, of my true identity, and then reminding of my original values, virtues, you know. And then we have lost the power to bring about the change. We are very tired now, aren't we? We feel tired. Even young people are tired, going into depression, all sorts of mental health problems. It all starts from tiredness, weakness of the soul. So if we do not want to go into more and more sorrow, and if we want to bring our sanskars back to the original sanskar, if we truly want Satyug to come, we truly want Kali Yuga to end, do we want the sufferings for ourselves and for the rest of the world? Children are suffering, little babies are being killed. Put yourself in that place and you will feel the compassion, the generosity, the sorrow. You know, we don't take the sorrow, but we feel that no, people are suffering. That is the call of the time. It is each and every one of our responsibility to end this phase of sorrow, the Kali Yuga, end this phase of negativity. You know, we are all criminals. Just because we don't create murder or don't physically hit somebody or don't go and rob a bank or something, we think, oh, they are criminals. And we talk so badly of them. We think of them so low. But we are all criminals. To be very honest, I may be going to a very far extent, but this is the truth. We are first of all criminal of ourselves. We have destroyed us, ourselves, the soul. We have destroyed our own virtues. Only I am responsible, not anybody else. You know why? Because the world will say whatever they want to say until they are in Kalyug phase, until their sanskars are Kalyugi, until they have not realized, not had the knowledge and not decided to convert, to change. So what? Do I continue this pattern? No. The pattern has to change from me. I do not take sorrow from anybody. That is in my power. That is my choice. So think, I have made the choice to take the hurt, the blame, the abuse, any type of abuse from us. It is my choice not to take it. They will throw because they are their own masters. Right now, they are very much into negativity. They are going to throw, they will do their job. What is my job? My job is to love myself, look after myself, bring myself into my originality, and then somebody will see the change in me. Let others feel, see the change in you. By telling them it's not going to happen. By forcing them, it's not going to happen. It's going to come in here and get out of here. My job is towards myself only. I change myself, the world will see one day eventually, and then they will get encouraged to change themselves. And that's when the world will change. We do not wait for the others to change. Then we will all be waiting for others, and Satyug will never come. Kalyug will never end. All the more sorrow we are going to face. Today we are blessed, we are in this country. We need to count our blessings. Not say the glass is half full or half empty. See where the glass is half full. Positivity. But we keep on seeing what we don't have. Who hurts us, how they hurt us. And it's obviously that I get hurt. Nothing is obvious. Don't take it for granted. Everything is obvious. Obviously, I get hurt. Obviously, I felt insulted. Self-respect is being in soul consciousness. That is my true self-respect. Nobody can take that respect away from me. Trust me. It is only who I gave away the power. And that's why now I feel, oh, I'm not respected. These are all material things. Nobody can take your respect away from you. They can give you hundreds and millions of swearing words. Say really bad things to you, which you may not even be. Well, if we let them enter here, if we let them make ourselves feel like that, no. You maintain your sovereignty and say, okay, how much is the truth in it for what they are saying? Check it. If there is any truth in it, change it. Don't take the hurt here, because nothing is brought about, no change has been brought by emotions. Yeah, taking the hurt, no change has been brought. We only brought more sorrow to ourselves. Whatever whoever wanted to say said and went away. They could be enjoying, but we hold the pain here all the time for years to come. So who's responsible? I chose to take the pain. Now I choose not to take any effects, any negative effect from any soul. I maintain my virtues. I maintain myself. I love myself. I respect myself. My true self-respect is to be in soul consciousness, that I am a soul. Now the jawabdari comes, the responsibility comes, that I need to bring myself into my originality, my original virtues. We are so happy to see Krishna, right? The baby. What do we see? Purity, total purity. And that is why we love the child, Krishna. Total purity, innocence. What is the innocence? The innocence about negativity. We should now again become innocent about all negativities. Totally uneducated about all negativities, and totally educated, disciplined, and aware of our positivities. That's when the transformation will start. Transformation starts with me first. Yes, so many souls come and say, isn't it a mother's duty to teach their child right from wrong? Yes, it is. Physically, that's why there are teachers, mothers, and nurses. And these three identities should be really appreciated and thanked because they are doing their job well. What happens? That the soul has forgotten who they are. And they refuse to look into reality, accept the truth, and they find it very difficult to bring about the originality. For that, we need Shakti, power. So awareness, we are now aware, fully aware. The knowledge, we have the knowledge. We know what we need to do. We know we need to stop all negativities. First of all, gossip has to go from our life. And it can only go if we change our thoughts first. Everything comes in words and actions. First, it came into my thought. So another strong awareness is I am the creator of my thoughts. I am the creator. I am the master of my thoughts. I created my thoughts. Beginning when I was virtuous in Satyugi stage, my thoughts were very pure because God came, gave the knowledge at this age, confluence age. Paramatma came, gave the knowledge of who I am, who He is, and shows us the path every day. This is what you do, children. Do this, do that. It is difficult. It's not impossible. Because we turned from positive to negative. So why can't we change again from negative to positive? We can. So we've got the awareness, we've got the understanding, we've got the knowledge. Now what remains, the main thing, that is the call of time. The main actual transformation starts by myself. I mind my own business. I create good positive thoughts about everybody. Always there is Shubha Bhavana, Shubha Kamana. Good desires and good wishes for each and every soul, even the most criminal of the soul. I still give them Shubha Bhavana, Shubha Kamana, because it is these blessings, dua, hum kehte hain na dua, blessings which is needed for the others to give the power to change. But if we keep on judging them, if we keep on looking at them, if we keep on looking at their negativities, what are we doing? We are passing them those negative vibrations even more and strengthening their negative karmic traits, personality. We are strengthening that even more. And by strengthening their negativities, we are bringing more sorrow for ourselves because all they are going to give is stones. What can you expect? But we are now in awareness. We need to create soul consciousness, soul awareness every day. We need to change ourselves. I am the master of only myself, not of anybody else. And by changing myself, they will see the change. Trust me. They may have ego, pride, false pride to admit, but they will see inside, they will realize something is changing in this person. And then they will think, what brought about that change? What are they doing to bring that change? All this is secret and private. We are going to transform ourselves very secretly, intimately, privately, not something to discuss or to tell anybody or to be in false pride and show off. That's where our transformation stops. There should be no ego, and ego is not just false pride. I'm something, there's nobody like me. No, ego is a big subject. Ego means every negative trait is ego. Trust me, every negative traits in us is my ego. Main are five, which everybody knows. There won't be anybody who won't know. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. Right? Lust, anger, attachment, lobh, greed, and ahankar, false pride. There's nobody like me. To be in a false self-esteem. These five are very obvious. There is nobody who is blind towards this. But there are subtle negative traits which we have to change also. Those are envy, jealousy, grina. कहते हैं ना हम dislike. hatred, even slight dislike, judgment, critical towards others, talking about others, gossiping, even carelessness. That's a negative trait. We have become very careless. Then we say, oh, I shouldn't have done this. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I'm sorry. I just spoke out without thinking. It's a negative trait. It is in my power. We have to think before we speak. So thoughts are the seed to self-transformation. We have to change our thoughts altogether. We are the creator of our thoughts, master of our thoughts. It will happen slowly, it will take time, but it will happen. That is a guarantee. How? Now the question is how? How do we gain that power again? The soulless love. How do we gain this power of on our own thoughts? For that, we have to now bring Paramatma in. Paramatma is already here. It's already given knowledge every day. With his help, all the transformation is taking place. You can't do it by ourselves because we are very, very highly loaded with negativity. The soul is heavy and tired. There's no extra strength. Truthfully, we all feel tired, don't we? We are really tired, not just physically, our mind is tired. That's why we are searching for peace. And we go to the mandir, we go to a quiet place, we go away on a holiday for peace. But that is only temporary. We really have to bring about that balanced, continuous state of peace of mind, happiness, and the power. The soul is first and foremost a pure, positive, peaceful. These three things are what a soul is. We have to bring that back in ourselves. So we have to attach ourselves, connect ourselves with the true identity, who is a supreme soul. And he is the ocean of peace. He is the ocean of love. He is the pure love, not the love that is exchanged between two partners. No, pure love for each and every soul. My duty is to love myself first and then love each and every soul. There is no lust, greed, negativity. No, nothing in that pure love. It is a pure love for all the souls. They are all my brothers. We are all children of one. That bhavana has to come now. We will never talk bad things about our family, our beloved people to others, will we? Unless we are depressed and we want to share. To those who are understanding, we think they are understanding, but they are not. When you turn your back, they will be talking about you, gossiping about you, passing away your secrets to everyone. Before you know, everybody will start asking you, how is your daughter? Is she still in depression? How are you? Are you still in depression? They're not really well-wishers, trust me. You cannot trust anybody nowadays because this has become obvious. We can't keep secrets. We can't be loyal to anybody. It's obvious. Nothing is obvious. We are doing this. We have to undo it now. So we take help of Paramatma. We take power from him. We take his attributes because he is the ocean of all these attributes, all the gun and shakti. We take it from him. That's how we first charge our battery, the soul. The soul is the battery of this body. The soul, the power. So we refill ourselves, we re-empower ourselves, and we rejuvenate ourselves. The soul eventually gains power. You won't even realize. All of a sudden, you'll realize, oh, I did this. Wow. So we need that Shakti, that power to overcome all the adversities we are facing. We cannot stop them. We cannot stop the adversities from coming. They will come. They will even come from our own body, the sorrow, the pain, right? Either by wealth, by body illness, by relations. The relations will give us sorrow. Our own intimate relations will give sorrow. It's happening, we know. So we gain the power to overcome these adversities We transform ourselves. We stop throwing stones at others. And we take care of ourselves first. Priority. Then try and take care of others. And we can only take care of others by giving them positivities, giving them our virtues. That's called true caring for others. Like if somebody, say our parents, we are separated, we are here, they are there. For an example, we know they are ill, they're suffering, they are in hospital. We can't do anything from here. So what do? We start worrying about them. We think it's obvious. Obviously, I'm going to be worried. No, again, it's not obvious. Because by your worrying, you are sending them negative vibrations. Their suffering will increase. It will not help them. And it doesn't help you by worrying. You are going to create more physical illness or mental illness. So what happens? What will help them? You control your negativity. You don't take the hurt. Stay detached from the hurt. Stay detached from all the body's negative emotions. Power over myself, the soul. Bring yourself in your original virtues, peace, love, and power, and pass them those vibrations. Pass them those thoughts, and those thoughts will help them. Trust me. They will feel all of a sudden, I feel some Shakti. I feel the power to overcome this pain. Nobody can stop the pain. Yeah, doctor can sometimes do something, give medicine, operation, stops the pain. But they still need the power, the Shakti to undergo, no? The operation, the pain of the operation. That power we can give them. But first, we are only depleted, totally powerless, Shaktiless. We are tired. Atma झुक गई है with burden, है ना? We are not light at all in here, heavily loaded. First, we have to undo all the negativities, bring all the power and virtues from God, fill ourselves with it, and we can also visualize ourselves to be all the virtuous people we are. All the virtues of Krishna, instill them in yourself. All this time we have done bhakti with true heart, true faith, correct. But what happened? Sorrow has increased, pain has increased, crime has increased, negativities has increased. Has it changed anything? This is called the call of time. The call of time is now. And what is it calling? It is calling, become aware of your true identity, become aware of the identity of God, who can really help you, from whom you can take power and his virtues and transform yourself. Without his help, we are not going to be able to have Shakti because we are tired. We don't know where to get the power from. Okay, Shanti we may get temporary from going on a holiday, changing the environment, changing the company, negative company. Okay. But permanently, it becoming my permanent, constant, unchanging my value and virtue as it was before. You need to correct with Paramatma. He is the ocean of all the virtues and power, and you need to connect with him and take the power. In bhakti, we have been begging. Please, God, whatever we have faith in, whoever we have faith in, what have we all been doing? Praying and begging. Literally, we have been asking, no? Begging. Give me Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Give me power. Give me good health. Give me child. Give me a child, Baba. I will do this and I will do that. We are actually making a business with God by exchanging things. I will offer one coconut, 5 rupees, 5 pounds in the temple. I will invite so many Kumarikas and feed them. Huh? I will worship you. Satyanarayan Katha, this, that, right? With all true heart and faith. But has anything really changed in the world? The world is getting worse, 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 worse. The Kali Yuga is going deeper, 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 deeper. Something has to change. Someone has to change. Someone has to stop. That is me. I will do it first. I take responsibility. I have every responsibility for myself, every commitment for the whole world, for the community, to bring that change about. I will do that first. If each and every one of us take that commitment and responsibility today to change myself and only myself, and stop looking at others, stop judging others, stop gossiping. Gossiping is the third stage. First, my thoughts. I gossip about them in my thoughts, don't I? We are traveling in a bus and we think, how is that person dressed up? How is that person behaving? Oh, he's talking so loud. Whatever. These are the thoughts we have. They keep coming next, you know. So we are the master of our thoughts. Change our thoughts consciously. Take one thought at a time. Sit and introspect, check yourself. What is my worst habit? What is my first negative habit which actually first disturbs me? Right? I change that. Just take one thing at a time and try changing that slowly, slowly. Think of the opposite. Anger, think I'm a peaceful soul. You are very hatred towards everybody and angry towards everybody, you know. You think I'm a very loveful soul. I love each and every soul. I love myself. I value myself. Even though we have 99 negative habits, love yourself, value yourself. Okay. So now, Panna Ben, we will just do, let's say, 1 minute meditation and then I will end there, right? So this is how, when I do the meditation, please be with me, practice it. And that is how we will gain the Shakti and power to bring about self-transformation. Okay? We take it from God. We do not beg. We do not ask him, give me, give me. God is saying, I am here with all the attributes, all the virtues. I am the ocean. Children, take it from me. It's up to you to take it. I do not just give away. You take it. You take as much as you want. I am here with abundance. It will never, my virtues will never finish. I will never become without power. I will always be powerful. Take from him. For to take from him, you have to connect. So let's connect. Let's sit very comfortably. Release all the tension. Starting from my feet. There should be no pressure anywhere on the muscles or nerves. Free, sit comfortably, free of any pressure of any kind, any uncomfortable feeling. Come upwards, go to the knees, relax your legs, totally relax. Then bring your consciousness upwards towards your waist, your stomach. Relax your muscles, relax all the tightness, release. Calm your physical body. Go further up, come to the chest. Take a deep breath in very slowly and take it out completely, very slowly. Breathe out, and while breathing out, take all the stress, tightness out of the body. All the tightness, all the stress is coming out. I move upwards to my neck, towards my jaw. Open your mouth a little bit inside. Separate your teeth. Totally relax your jaw muscles. Totally relax your neck. If you have to move it from side to side, up and down, yes, that's what I do. Totally relax the muscles. And then I finally come back to the forehead. Bring my attention to the forehead in the middle of the eyes, between the eyebrows. And that's where I reside. That's where I am in this body, temporary, until I have this body. This is my temporary accommodation. This is my temporary home. I am a guest in this body. This is not my permanent home. And I visualize a point of light between the eyes. And I see this point of light, a very tiny point or star, white, bright light. This is my true identity. This is who I am. I am a soul, a pure, positive, powerful soul. Say this to yourself 2-3 times. Repeat it and feel it. Try to feel the peace, the purity, the positivity, and the power. And feel yourself, that energy. You are an energy itself. And then detach from this body. Visualize the light, the white bright star coming out of the body and standing out in front of you. Visualize yourself out of this body. See yourself. Eventually, you will be able to do this. Eventually, you will visualize yourself out of the body, detached from the body. Concentrate on that point of light, that shining star, the beautiful you. Feel your beauty. And now I start moving upwards. I go high up in the sky, just like a balloon filled with helium gas. If you leave it, how it goes up and up and up. In the same manner, visualize yourself going upwards in the sky, amongst the clouds, surrounded by the clouds, the shining white star, the energy. Go further up and come out of the earth's surface. And look down and visualize and see the earth below you, rotating slowly. You can see the earth below you. You are out of the earth now, and you are in a different dimension. You are in a non-ending, continuous dimension. You go further up, and you pass the stars, past the moon, past the sun, totally the solar system. You are up above the solar system. And now you are entering space, where there is nothing but darkness, silence, total silence and darkness, but you can see yourself shining away, your beautiful self, going upwards and upwards and upwards. And now you come to a bright red divine region. Visualize a non-ending bright red divine region. And this is my true home, my permanent home. This is the home of all the souls. It is the soul world, a very pure, peaceful, still world. And I see another bright shining star, shining away like a sun, spreading the rays of all the virtues, of all the goodness. I come closer and closer to this shining star, the supreme star, the almighty authority, my true father of the soul, the supreme soul, the ocean of all the virtues and power. And I come in between the rays. The rays of virtues are falling over me, the golden rays. The Supreme Sun, you may call that, the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Being, the Almighty Authority, ocean of all the virtues and power. And now I'm bathing in that golden rays, taking in a lot of power from the Supreme. Thou art the ocean of power, and I'm taking in all the power from you. I'm filling myself, the soul, with a lot of power and peace and love from you. I am being rejuvenated, re-empowered, and filled with power, peace, and love, spiritual love. Thank you, God. I love you. Thank you for everything. And I feel myself filled with these attributes. And I make my journey way back down, where I temporarily reside. And I go down and down and I down. And I'm filled with these positive attributes. And it's now become my attribute and my aura. And this is what I start spreading even unknowingly, because I am becoming that. And I enter the earth. And I now enter the body and take my place in between the eyes. And I feel myself filled with power, peace, and love. I am peace. I am love. I am pure. And with this experience in myself, with this attainment from the Supreme, with this awareness, I open my eyes. And I maintain my peace and maintain my virtues that I just attained from God, the peace and purity of my mind. And that is my original nature, my original virtue. I am now emerging my original virtues. It is all embedded deep down and covered up by negativities. I let the negativities go, flow out of me gently, each and every one. And I retain the positive virtues, the attributes I attained from the Almighty Authority. Om Shanti. So if we practice this every day, it will happen. You may not have felt anything today. You may not have felt the connection, but you will never know when you start feeling that closeness, that divinity, and you will start feeling happy inside. The true happiness will emerge, and you will also find bliss, anand. And then you start retaining that with you. Don't let anything disturb it. It may disturb, it will come because so many births we are used to it now, made it obvious. But slowly, slowly become aware and again connect with the God. It can only take 1 minute. Connect with God, attain power from Him, from the ocean, and then recharge yourself and again maintain and maintain, and one day you will become that. And that is how I will be Satyug from myself, even in this Kalyugi world. I only change myself, I only look at myself, my duty is only towards myself. If they want to take it and learn from it, fine. I do not go and tell anybody, force anybody. I do not judge anybody from now. I stop it. If it comes, I forgive myself, but become aware. No, I need to create positive thoughts. So in order to get negative thoughts, we need to fill our mind with positive thoughts. If we do not consciously create these positive, benevolent, shubh, kalyankari thoughts in ourselves, it will start thinking anything and any negativity will again enter. Because that's what it's used to now. That has obviously become our habit, our sanskar. So we need to create good thoughts and fill my mind with those thoughts. So that is what is meditation. First, we become aware of ourselves. I am peace. Take one attribute every day. Everything together will make confusion. One attribute every day. The soul's natural attributes, natural virtues, original virtues are purity. If there is purity of mind, there is peace of mind. Nothing disturbs you, nothing negative in the mind. You are happy because you are giving only blissful things out. So peace, purity, love, spiritual love for each and every soul, saman love, equal love. Not I love my family members more and the outsiders less. No, spiritual love, equal, similar for everyone. And then happiness. I am naturally happy. And then, but what has disturbed my happiness? My own negative thinking, my own negative sanskars, my own negative habits. First, I have hurt my natural virtues, not others. And then happiness, after that, there comes contentment. If I have peace, purity, love, happiness, love for myself and for others, there is contentment. The soul is automatically content. Whether I have materialism, how much I have, doesn't matter. You can still be in these virtues and feel these virtues with the mind and the soul, even if you are severely ill. That power will come one day also. No matter how much ill you are, no matter how much pain you are going through, by illness, by other relationships, by outsiders, you will still be able to be in your original virtues and be in peace, love, happiness, and keep on passing those then afterwards. Then you keep on, it will automatically be passed by your aura. An aura will become around you, positive aura of the virtues, and vibrations will automatically pass. You don't even have to do anything, but you can create pure benevolent thought for yourself and others. And every time you start thinking about others, not yourself, you shift. Immediately bring your thoughts back to your original virtues and visualize those. And dire dire, the sanskars will change, the habits will change. New, not new, your original values are there. They are suppressed. They will emerge them, bring them out. They are already there. So you see each and every soul in their true qualities, not what they are now physically. No. Try to see them. Anytime somebody is giving you negative stones, or you are just visualizing other people's negative traits, watching them, talking about it, thinking, well, no. Divert your thoughts to this soul was also in their original virtue one day. Also, almost like Devi Devta, this soul was also like that. Today, the soul is lumbered with this negativity. It's okay. I will not make their negativity stronger by thinking about it, talking about it, right? But I will pass them the good thoughts, good vibrations, good virtues, and they will eventually trust me. It will help them to change. They are gaining power from you. This is how we bring Satyug. This is the call of the time. Bring Satyug for myself first. That's my utmost duty. Kamal, lotus stays in where? Mud. Yeah, muddy water. Kitna dirty, how dirty that muddy water is. Would you like to step in it? No, we wouldn't want to. But we stand outside on the land and we really value that lotus flower. We see the beauty and we become so happy. Oh, what a beautiful flower. Or even a rose. But what does it have with it? If you are not careful, what will prick you? The thorns. To see every soul like that the soul was in their original form. They are still holding their original virtues, but they are suppressed by the negativity. I will not make them stronger. I will not get pricked by the thorns. I will not step into the mud, which is the Kalyugi dunya, the mud. But I will stay in this world. I will be careful, not get pricked by the thorn, and I will still appreciate the beauty of the lotus and the rose. And now appreciation has been done. Talking has been done. Now the time has come when I want to become like that. A beautiful lotus in this Kalyugi world. A beautiful rose who has no thorns and who stops pricking the others. I bring Satyug for myself first. And automatically, if we all take this responsibility for ourselves, not look at others, not blame others, not leave it for others to start the transformation, then it will never come. Everybody will wait for the others. It's very difficult for me. I leave it for them to bring the Satyug. No, it has to come by me, from me and by me. Satyug will come and Krishna will be born and you will actually, we are right now just doing his Mahima. We are right now just worshipping him, praiseworthy songs, everything, bhakti. One step further, knowledge. I will become like them. My aim of life is to become like those Devi Devtas whom I really appreciate and whom I worship. I will become praiseworthy. And others will see that gun, that virtues, almost like Devi Devta, and they will appreciate it. They want to become like me. That's how my transformation started. When I saw Sister Jayanti, many of you will know her. Very first time, my mother took me to this public program. Sister Jayanti entered the stage. I saw light vibrating out of her. I saw an angel. I didn't see the human being. Literally. And then when she started speaking, the softness, the sweetness, and the knowledge, the good knowledge that came out of her mouth, I was so engulfed by her goodness. I felt I did not just praise it, I praised it inside. But then I thought, I want to become like that. Why am I not like that? Why would I just praise others? I want to become like that. So this is our aim now. Become like Devi Devta whom we are worshipping, and we are worshipping them because they are praiseworthy, because of their virtues. And that's why we love them so much. And we go to them and say, we are all papis. Please, Baba, please, Bhagwan जो भी हम worship करते हैं, जो भी भगवान और उनको beg करते हैं सब कुछ के लिए, नहीं beg नहीं करना है, मांगना नहीं है. अब time has come now to take. He's there. Take and change ourselves and become praiseworthy. That's when Satyug will come, because everybody will become praiseworthy. They never throw stones at anybody. And that's why there is complete peace, happiness, and prosperity in Satyug, because nobody, even in their thoughts, have any negative towards any soul. Everybody sees each other in their true virtues. They are in their true virtues, and there is only Shubha Bhavana and Shubha Kamana for everybody. I not only desire happiness, peace, purity for myself, I wish it for everybody else. Om Shanti.
ओम शांति. समय की पुकार discover its magic and let your mind be transported to a different world. Thank you very much, Didi. And everybody have a lovely, lovely weekend, and we shall catch up again soon. And once again, whoever emailed Daksha Didi for for your opinions to continue this session, thank you very much again, and they have agreed to continue. Once again, thank you and have a lovely Sunday. And wish Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti. Happy
Om
weekend to
Shanti.
everyone.
And you too. Take care.
Thank you for giving me
Thank
this
you, Panna.
opportunity.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was lovely. Thank you, Panna Ben.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
all.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Jyoti Ben.
Thank you, Panna.
You're
Beautiful.
welcome.
Thank you. Ab sabhi ko jata hai. It goes to you all because you are ready to listen to us. Ready
Yes.
to listen. That is the main good virtue and attribute. You have to be ready to listen, no?
I
Then
love
only.
you, Didi.
Kaun bola?
Ranju Ben. I love listening to you.
बस ऐसे ही सबको
Me.
लव करिएगा. Each and every individual, even those who throw stones at you, उनको ज्यादा लव करिएगा. Love the souls who throw stones to you even more, doubly. Why? Because they need that. They need that love from us. They need the power from us. They need the good vibrations. And vibrations are created by our thoughts. You think negatively, negative vibrations. You think positively, well, good wishing for everybody, good vibrations. Keep giving good vibrations. Look after yourself and love everybody. I love you all too.
It's our wedding anniversary and you've given us so many good blessings today.
I'm very happy for that.
Thank you.
Have a very good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Didi. Thank you. It was a very good advice. Really enjoyed the session. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you,
inviting.
Didi. Thank you, Panna Ben. It was a wonderful session today. Thank you again.
Yes, much of
You're
the thanks goes to you, Pannaben.
No, it's okay. Thank you again. I have to rush now. I am running late.
Okay,
Thank you.
take care, everybody. Take care of
Take care.
yourself.
Take care.
Bye. Bye. Om Shanti. Om